Yes. Um, had you tried to look at that DVD?
No.
I don't think it's going to work.
Okay.
I think I didn't burn it correctly. I haven't burned any DVDs for several years,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
and I realized this morning that I had not, I think, done that correctly. You might try it, but I
Okay.
have a feeling that that will be the case.
Okay.
So I'll I'll add today's class and do another one.
Yeah. Okay. Morning, Bill.
Morning,
Hi, David.
Bill.
Hello, David.
Um, I don't know whether knew this or not. Carol's mother died a few days ago.
Yeah.
She was over 100, um, and she is planning to be here today. So I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, I saw
Thank
from
you.
her email. I sent her a note.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies.
They're en route.
Well, it is 8 degrees here this morning.
Oh, that's not many degrees at all.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's even a trifle cool down here in my basement, even with the heaters on for three
With the
hours.
heaters going.
Oh, for
Yeah.
3 hours. But it's not bad, but not as it's not toasty. Uh, well, um, I think I mentioned this already, but Jane has her thumb surgery tomorrow, and I don't think it will affect classes next week, but um, I won't promise that for quite 100%. Um,
Yeah, I hope not. I
um,
hope that those
well,
are hands and feet are tricky.
yeah, being the air the caregiver of for her and not being even 60 anymore.
You're not 60 anymore, David?
No, it's I move a little more slowly than I used to.
Understood.
uh, so
I hope you have a patient.
um, probably not. uh, she she's she wants to be patient, uh, but she isn't. She has an impatient bend, shall I say?
Uh,
Not difficult, but we'll be just fine.
so.
As a therapist friend of ours used to say, everything is already all right.
Yeah, it's just the way it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Yes. A little hard for us to remember these days, I think.
Right. Yeah. I mainly find comfort in the fact that things will change.
Yes, we have to remember that. Um, we are constantly moving from yin to yang to yin to yang. Sometimes more slowly than other times, but
Yeah, or more extremely.
or more extremely, absolutely. Yes, if you look at the Tai Chi too, it goes to a fullness and then a very tiny beginning.
Yeah. Like Master Cho's drawings where he has the zigzaggy line going through it when it's out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he?
Well, um, I I think maybe we should go ahead and start. I don't. They're obviously having some difficulty
Okay, well,
getting here. So. So we raised, I think, a number of very interesting and important points last week. So I'm interested in what's happening with your practice as a result. Yes.
I did have a good week of practice, and I'm uh, having a little lapse in terms of the points we raised last week. So,
Well, I one thing I had talked about for a while was really trying to be methodical and aware in your when you do a flow of any particular one of our elements, or whether it's in one posture or all of them, that causes you to stop and think rather than simply do.
well, yeah, the well, the first thing I got, I guess, is breathing. I often find I get reversed. My breath reverses. Somehow I switch, and for the young parts, all of a sudden I realize, well, you're inhaling it when you're usually exhaling at that point. I can't quite figure out where I've lost the synchronizing the breath. When I do synchronize and slow down the breath, that's the uh,
Yeah.
best
And
movement.
one of the things is that at this stage you begin to discover that you don't always synchronize in exactly the same way. It can change. And while we might initially teach that you should inhale at this point and exhale there, you may find that at any point that doing the reverse works better that day, that time. And so part of that is to not not struggle with it, but try to flow with it. Unless that change in the breathing is interruptive or obstructive in some way.
I think that 5-6 transition, there are transitions where we're yin for an extended period after having it be through, as you go through, the iterations, it's more rhythmic and balanced.
Yeah,
When, but when you go to 5 to 6 and you need more, uh, the yin's extended. Hello.
Morning. Sorry, we're a little late.
Good morning.
The ice was a
Keeping your
little
hat on.
thick.
I understand
I
it's
know.
chilly down there.
The ice was a little thick on my car this morning, so it took a while longer to get out the driveway. Yeah. How are you in Virginia there, Bill?
No, it's not nearly. We're definitely double digits, probably in the upper
Uh-huh.
20s or something. So, yeah, I actually haven't looked. We don't
Yeah, it
have
was
any
about maybe, I don't
sitting on
know,
the
6 or
ground.
8
Yeah,
this morning.
It's, we sold it
yeah.
years ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So she's been living there paying rent.
yeah.
90 days to get out.
No, it's 17. 17
Good
here.
morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm warm in here, but
It's cold
I
outside.
was just telling them I had to scrape. One of the reasons we are late is that my car was just covered in ice.
Yeah, yeah.
Took a while to scrape it.
I love your hat.
Yeah, I may stay on for a few minutes.
Sure. Oh no.
It's very comfortable.
Absolutely. Why not? So we were just having discussion here. I guess I could move.
Well,
I mean, Brian, you could, yeah, we can all be here. I can move in. We
Okay.
can all hear and see.
So we were really kind of trying to. I had asked the boys if, based on what we had talked about last week, particularly in terms of practice and being methodical, if what had come up in practice this week. And so we were just talking about a couple of things.
Yeah,
So
I brought up the breathing in transition, and specifically the 5-6 transition,
Uh-huh.
having to sort of extend, and without thinking about it, sort of got my breathing reversed. And then David was talking about sometimes having the breathing reversed is the thing to do.
So,
one of the things
David-
that seems to me in this practice is that the rules have changed all the way along. And so that breathing it one way or breathing the other way, we practice both of them. So that there's something to be said, must be something to be said for both.
And really, that's what feels right, what flows. It's not so much thinking, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that,
Yeah.
but it's recognizing that on that day, for whatever reason, exhaling instead of inhaling at that place is preferable.
as long as it's consistent, I would assume. Yeah. We shouldn't be-
Relatively.
we shouldn't be bouncing around,
Well, not
backwards
a
forward.
lot,
Yeah.
but if
A little bounce is okay.
but but there might be a change.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and the thing I was going to just mention about the transition from 5 to 6, um, which did you mean 5 to 6 or 4 to 5?
5 to 6.
I said 5 to 6. But both of them are good.
Any transition we can go over.
Well, let me start with four. The thing about 4 to 5 is that you have to be aware of slowing down your inhale in order that you can allow it to extend through that transition. So, in other words, that the pace doesn't is not exactly the same all the way through all the time. There are constant variations, and that one, if you don't slow the breath down, you run out of your breath, and then you have to reverse the breathing or take an extra gasp, uh, and which you don't want to do, of course. So that's one of those things that if you practice it, thinking about it for a while till it becomes just what you do when you get to that transition, it works. It works very well. The breathing is extremely important. That's why it's the number one of the 16 Negong. As you have to have the breathing functioning well all the time, not now and then. Bill will remember this in our class yesterday. We were talking about actually beginning to be aware of opening and closing the ribs, and how part of that opening is horizontal and part of it is vertical. And I don't think Jeff will mind me mentioning his name, but he was saying how he could sort of understand one movement but not the other. Particularly the horizontal at the sacrum or at the sternum, and the thing that occurs immediately to me is that if you have started out with fully developing longevity breathing until it is functioning without any difficulty, a lot of that opening and closing has already movement has already been established, because if you can breathe fully into your sides, you will move the ribs vertically without even being aware of it, being aware of trying to do it. And the horizontal movement at the sternum also develops out of that breathing, and we do that particularly in heaven and earth. In movement 2, that's where you become really aware of it. So there are stages along the way where we work with the breath that really teach these opening and closing movements.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. When I went back to notes, and the place where I know I can find it in a second is opening my Dragon and Tiger notes.
Mm,
And the beginning of that has this Nagong, and then it has Bruce's comment about if he could only teach one thing, if he had only one thing to teach, he'd teach longevity breathing, and then goes into a long
yeah.
discussion of the details of that. And the steps of that,
Yep.
which has uh, renewed my focus on
Yeah.
longevity breathing. Yeah.
Mr. Nagel, anything for you?
Well, in that regard, I'm kind of okay with where my breathing is. I think it's coordinated with the movements appropriately. I think I can work on making it deeper throughout because I think sometimes it gets shallow when my attention drifts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's one big thing. Otherwise, it was a pretty good week, generally speaking. You know, no major questions came up.
Good. Ladies?
Um, I want to go to transitions for a minute because I think I have going into 3. I had been where am I? I've reversed where I start, and that has kind of thrown me. And I'm not sure if I reversed it but by starting at the bottom, reversed it because I felt like I was supposed to, but it feels better starting at the top. And so just sometimes the adjustment is because you need to, and sometimes it's like, why? So I guess because I could feel a click of a hesitation there.
Which is not good.
Which is not good. That's kind of what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so, you can make that transition either top or bottom.
Uh-huh.
There's
Whatever works for me.
whatever works for you. I don't do it the same every time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh, when I make that transition, I make that transition.
Just whatever.
It's wherever it goes.
Okay, well, right, because not everything we can do any way we want, obviously.
Well, no,
I think the
but-
rest of 3 I've been getting better, but
Yeah.
and keep that flow going.
Good. Before you go, I didn't speak about the transition but from 5 to 6, which I completely understand what you're saying there. So, because you feel like you're going from exhale to exhale. And if you do that, you're not going to have enough breath probably
Right.
to do that unless you're Bruce.
And we are not.
And we are not.
I don't really aspire to be.
No.
Yes, right.
So one of the things is that in 5, you do have that inhale and exhale, and remembering that this exhale ends somewhere around here.
Mhm.
And so you have inhale as you come into the dantian, and then exhale as you go out and up. So there is an opportunity
Mhm.
to do an inhale, and you can slow it down, slow the movement down so that you have more time if you need to. At this point, you begin to say, how can I do this so that it's easier for me to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish? Not, David said it has to be done this way, because that's only at the beginning.
Uh,
So does that help you, Bill?
It does, and I think I've definitely started my inhale sooner than where you had your arm positioned. You said this is where your exhale
No,
ends.
it's approximate.
Yeah, but
It's not two.
No.
That's kind of one of the
Yeah,
big differences
yeah.
there.
yeah,
And there is the difference. Between two is all the way in, all the way out, and that we know that's not the way five is, because five is in and out. It's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that
that's helpful. Yes.
clarify a little? Good.
Yeah.
Carol, I'm sorry to
oh no,
interrupt
that's
you,
what I
but
was going to ask about.
oh, okay. Oh, good. Other anything else?
Well, I actually did surprisingly practicing this week,
Uh-huh.
but nothing. And I did not focus on trying to be methodical about anything. It was just
Okay.
Just needed to do it.
just needed to do it.
Yeah,
And
that's completely understandable. Yeah. Okay. Well, we talked about some details. So, what I'd like you to do is to do a flow, and any of those things that apply in your flow, see if you can allow them to flow
Mm-hmm.
and not to be a struggle. But continue to be aware of where is the place that gets in the way. My mind gets in the way. Okay?
Yep.
Good.
Oh, that's out of here.
Oh my God, they're
They
standing
want to
up.
work. They're moving.
scraping chair. I didn't take much of the one that's out of my shoes.
It's hard not, yeah, in this weather.
Let's see the boys again.
Yeah.
A little more clearly than I can back there. Um, I really liked that flow. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Had a very nice feeling to it, and a real sense of flowing.
Hmm.
What, any particular issues come up for any of you?
I really concentrated on my breathing,
Mm-hmm.
and that felt very good. I'm still recovering from my hip pain.
Uh-huh.
That was the first time I'd done a full 20 each
Mhm.
in a while. So I don't feel that my curve is very good yet, but I tried not to let that get in the way. I tried not to focus on what wasn't working and focusing on what was,
Yeah.
but I do know I need to do that. Yeah, get back to that.
Your breathing slowed today, and it was very smooth.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it did-
aware
I
of
did,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And
5 was really good.
yeah, yeah.
My brain kept wanting to go to different issues
Mm.
for the first 4.
Uh,
And 5, I was able to just
Do it.
just be here and let
Good.
those go for now. They kind of intruded a little bit in 6, but 5 was very nice to just be here.
Yeah.
be in it.
Good.
Be here.
Yeah.
Bill or Bill?
I also thought about my breathing and tried to make it deeper throughout, and that felt good. As far as problems, I found a number of places where my elbows were flying out.
Good.
Keep them pointed down and under control. So
That's very good. That's important to catch that.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Mr. Bynum?
Um, yeah, and focusing that we were talking on the breathing from our conversation. It was still. It's interesting how it goes its own direction. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I sometimes I go from reverse breathing to reverse breathing.
Uh-huh.
A new one.
I know that one.
Yeah, the double negative idea.
Yeah, getting the reverse breathing to be smooth and present consistently is not easy.
Uh-huh.
Develops over time. Absolutely.
And have it be whole body.
Mm.
I feel like it's too easy to focus on the back and the side. It's kind of like, oops, wait a minute.
There are the other parts too.
The other parts too.
With the longevity breathing, I done that enough that it's easier to separate, to start very low below the belly button and bring,
Mhm.
those muscles into play coming up towards the lungs and expanding or collapsing. When we do the reverse breathing, I don't have that gradation. It's more everything down there is, doing the reverse.
Yeah, it's that's where it's coming from. So yeah, it takes time to involve the entire body
Mhm.
in that. Yeah. Um, so, two things I just thought I'd mention. One is, remember that you want to round every transition, and the one that kind of sticks out is 5 to 6. Because there is a real tendency there, and you're doing that. To complete and get to here and
Just bang right now.
bang right out. And you've just created a very slight pause. So when you get to this point, you need to find how I do it. And that doesn't mean that you have to do it the same way, but I do it by going forward a little and then into the movement. You need to be very careful in 7, which is getting better. No, it is. It's a tough.
Well, none of us thought we were great at it.
It's not an easy thing to do. For a moment, not worrying about the neck, but it's really important as you're making this rotation to focus on the spine and not to let it collapse. That's really important, because if you collapse the midriff like that, you've just you've just gotten in the way. The other thing to remember is that, and I heard your question earlier about the neck in 7, and I understand entirely any question about that. I think I've been there. One of the things is, if you remember, we started out when we introduced 7 by just rotating the neck, which was really partially meant to teach us that that the spine and the neck are not rigidly moving all together, but that the neck is also rotating, and it rotates a little more than the spine because it has more rotation than the spine. So there when you get that, also when you get the crane's neck, you have to not get stuck in the crane's neck is here and that's it. Because even if you remember when we were just rotating the neck, when you begin at the beginning, the crane's neck is fully extended, and then it's going to rotate and go up. I'm not doing this. I'm just letting that crane's neck extend a little at the top.
Not bend back. But
And not bend back. Absolutely not. So I don't know whether that's helpful or not, but throw it out. Questions about
we
that?
keep trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What time is it? You know,
9:55.
and I won't do the talk. That's gonna do.
I guess not.
Well, it was a good thing I didn't do it last week, because when I read through it again this week, I realized it really needed more revision. So
Last week.
We have a lot to
fallen
read.
asleep. I might have fallen asleep last week.
Oh.
I usually try to read them several times during.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to stop here unless somebody
Yeah.
has another comment or question, which is always welcome. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm glad that we
Oh.
started with transitions. It's just that kind of made me, think more about them. So we
Good.
may have more questions next week about them.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Think about rounding them. How do you not let
Yep, yep.
any corners develop? Also, well, that's enough. Shut up, Tig.
Well, we got 3 minutes here. You
No,
can-
it's all right.
Yeah.
You got enough. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Good.
everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
You,
Bless.
Have
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a great week.
yes, you too, everyone.
Thanks.
All of you also.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy weather week.
Do our best.
Thank you for your kind. Whoops.
Nope.
What's that? I've lost what I was going to say. Does that mean it wasn't true?
No, not at our age.
Thank you.
Take us on vacation for a
Yeah,
few
right.
minutes.
We're younger than you when we do it, so. It is what it is.
Um, so, any chance to look at the forum this week?
I did not. I did not do much. I just kind of this is another week from hell.
I think you can count on that for a while.
I think it can. Kind of hoping for some interesting things to happen today in Davos. But anyway, no, I just and part of it just it's not just like what's happening out there, but because of what's happening out there, like there's a new resurgence of, oh my God, I need training. Can you help me immediately? And they don't know what they're asking for.
Yeah.
And they get impatient with me saying, well, goals, numbers, what do people know? Like I'm not going to waste my time running around to New Haven and Rhode Island for people who are like, just train me. I wonder if that's kind of like I'm getting, I don't know why, the algorithms on my Facebook, but I'm getting an enormous amount of learn to do Tai Chi. And there's all these simple Tai Chi walking things, and you can lose a lot of weight. And it's a real gimmicky kind of thing
Yeah.
about Tai Chi, but it's like there's a cheapening of things that are really important. Right? There's we are a society that says take a pill, put it in the microwave, have your phone deal with it, AI will complete it, whatever, right? Rather than, to me, that's why I love Tai Chi. It is so many ways like that practice with nonviolence. It takes practice, it takes thinking. It's not just 1, 2, 3 and you're there.
No.
And there's a meaning that draws me in,
Yeah, the tendency towards superficiality.
Yeah, and when we're in a panic, people kind of want that. Just give me a pill. Just tell me it's going to be okay. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I saw one of those come through yesterday or the day before, where this man was demonstrating, I think maybe it was 6 supposedly Qigong movements from
Supposedly is probably a good word.
that each one of which had a wonderful benefit for some organ and some part of your body, and it was not bad, but it was it was so superficial that It was exercise.
Right, these are really excellent. Yeah, this is kind of like chair yoga was popular. Now this is kind of like chair tai chi and
Yep.
just take a walk and you'll lose 60 pounds. Just take a walk. I mean, don't call it tai chi.
There is Tai Chi walking.
There
but-
is Tai Chi walking, but I don't. Yes, we have practiced Tai Chi walking.
And you won't necessarily lose weight.
No,
doing
that's
it.
the thing. I don't remember it being too aerobic, but I like it.
Oh yeah. It has its uses. And
I
place.
remember being over at the school, making very large ovals of Tai Chi walking.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
anything come up for you? Oh, this was probably not a good
Well,
week.
I've been doing the second paragraph
Uh-huh.
because it's
That's what we were gonna
yeah
keep working on.
right.
yeah and okay it's sure I can do that.
Yeah.
And I've been wearing the right shoes so I'm feeling more grounded
That's
when I do
good.
the kicks and
So when you
Most of the
say
time.
that, are you wearing you're wearing solid shoes or you're wearing lighter shoes?
well, a lot of the times around the house I wear these slip-on, they're Vionics, and so they're slippers, and they have no heel.
They have no heel, so they're not. Yeah, they don't
So,
really have a
they're not-
strong sole.
They've got a good sole. I mean, that's the whole point. They've got a good arch.
Okay.
But I have a pair of indoor shoes, which are fabric
Yeah.
and have the same arch. So they're more
I hear you.
substantial in my feet, but they're not as
Yeah.
whatever these are.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like I can't. Yeah, I can't do Tai Chi in Crocs.
Yeah.
I can do standing meditation in them very well because they're very supportive. But
Yeah.
once I try to have any nuances of moving, they're cloggy. That's the thing, right? They're clogs.
Yeah. Well, I love my bare feet.
You've had them for a long time, David.
I know they have lasted well,
Yeah.
although one of the heels is beginning to wear enough that I'm probably going to have to replace them. But they're very flat. They seem soft. Jane is worried that they aren't supportive, but they are. They're an interesting shoe. And they're very flexible.
Well, that's it. To have support and flexibility is a
Yeah.
little. I find that a challenge sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely, because often more supportive shoes are very rigid.
Well, that's it. That's it. And I actually do like practicing barefoot in the
Oh, if you
good
can,
weather.
yeah.
I mean, I'm totally barefoot, like no socks or anything, right? So you're
Yeah.
really. God, Adam used to do that on floors like this and days like today.
Well,
I mean,
more in the wooden.
over there, but still, it would be very cold
Even
out.
over there.
I put in that insulation. It's not that much.
Just a normal amount.
Just a little, yeah. Yeah, but that's when he was like sleeping in hammocks outside, 40 or 35-degree weather. You know, like his
Well,
body
my-
acclimatized.
My arch support and whatever. I used to do it barefoot all the time, or with like ballet slipper kinds of.
Yep.
And just can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Need the stars.
I can't either.
I can occasionally do it barefoot on the rug, on the carpet, the floor, parts of the form, but not the standing, not the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, we do what we can do.
Do you want to just flow through?
Try it. Yeah.
Try it.
I've not been.
How's your hip?
You know, it's not too bad.
Oh,
Do you need to be?
good.
Do you need to be back?
Yeah, I'll probably
Probably.
be back to just double check on.
Because-
Because I haven't been. I mean, I did find that, you know, remember I'm doing 3 practices here, right? So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what can you do that your body can handle? And then as the body gets better, which it's been the last 2 weeks, then I'll times when I'll just get out of a chair and go, ugh, I'm back again. You know, it's kind of, it's on and off.
Yeah.
It's on and off. We all know that.
And as we were coming up Clark Hill Road, my car tells me I have a low tire pressure in one of
Oh,
my
I forgot
tires.
that.
It's 27 instead of 29, and it's not visible. It wasn't visible when we got out. We'll see when we get back.
Right, we'll have to deal with that.
So I may have to dig out the pump thing and pump it up. Make sure we can get home.
Dig it out, meaning it's in the back of the
It's
car.
in the back of the car.
Not like.
But luckily, I don't have John's scooter in there, so it's just lifts the thing.
You know.
We don't have
I didn't need that.
gas station real close.
No, no. What is the closest gas station?
Probably going to Moodus. Or across the bridge.
Mm.
But let's say you guys are going to Norwich, so Moodus would be
On the opposite end.
more on the way.
Mm.
Well, we're going to Salem because that's where her car is.
Oh,
That's how we do it. Yeah. Is it? Yeah.
There's a gas station in Salem, at Salem, but I don't know if it
Yeah.
does anything.
Well, there's the
with gas.
Salem. Yeah.
It's a shell or
The
something.
big shell at the
Yeah.
Four Corners. I don't think there's anything before that.
Well,
no.
Do you want to go deal with that instead of? I just realized that I totally forgot that.
which is why
It's not my car.
do you need to get back urgently? Can we do a float? Or
I can try to flip. No, I mean I have a bunch of stuff and some meetings, but they're not like I don't make anything until afternoon these days, just so we can have a
Good.
little flexible.
Well, why don't you do a flow then?
We'll see how far we can get.
Yeah.
of the second part.
Yeah, I can get about halfway. Well, then part of it is just in some of the rest of that becomes a little too physical.
Yeah.
I'm not going into Ziggo today.
No, don't
For
hurt,
example.
don't hurt yourself.
I don't want to hurt myself, and like I said, that was the first time I'd done 20 in a while.
Yeah.
10 has been my practice.
But believe me, I do varying numbers depending on where my back is.
Well, that's
every
right.
day.
And if I want to get through the whole flow, you know.
Well, that's why I was saying to you last week, don't be rigid about that.
Right. But I wanted to. But doing 10 means I probably get to 7. Doing 20 today was So I can feel it. But that's okay. I'll see how far I get.
So
Are we going to start? You want to start in the beginning of the second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like the way you
just
say that,
that
yeah.
little bit.
Yes.
So that
Yeah,
we can prepare to go out.
absolutely.
Just enough to kind of get up here. She's going here. Yeah, now see, I'm long. So here, okay, so let's just stop for a second because I think one of my hesitancies here is really what am I doing with my hands over here? I feel like I get the flow. I'm great getting to there.
Yeah. So, what am I doing here?
Just start, yeah.
Wrong foot.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
So, you're coming around
Mm-hmm.
and you're twisting and coming in
Mhm.
all the way around until the point at which you can shift the weight onto the left foot, in which case you're going to continue going here, and then what's happening is that the right is coming down and the left is striking forward.
No, I thought this was where we made a fist. Beginning of the second paragraph. When we go around, we get to here and then we make a right fist. Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You make
okay.
a right fist.
And we, okay.
It twists in and then
Yeah.
pulls down as you strike.
Right, yep, okay. And then
And then you have a follow,
follow and focus. Yeah,
focus,
yeah.
and then play peepaw.
Ah,
but
okay.
you're going to do play peepaw
To the side. Okay, so it's only follow and focus. Somehow I was complicating that one more.
Thinking, is there something else?
Yeah, that's what I've been, yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
grasping the sparrow's tail.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping
I'm
here.
going to stop. Well, yeah, my back's beginning to.
Oh, well,
That's okay.
good place to stop. The three changes of the back, it seems to me, the place that.
There's something else I messed up on in the front too, but go ahead. We'll do that.
well,
one.
go ahead. What?
When I what do we do here? We do play peepaw, and then we go back, and then suddenly I was like, "Am I going up and back?" It was a little
Oh,
messed up there, I
and
think.
getting into that. So,
Yeah.
So you've gone to
Yeah, to the corner. Yeah.
the corner,
And then play peepaw.
and then you do play peapod to the side, and you had too much movement.
Yeah, I did. I know that.
So the dantian and the hands are circling right and up,
Uh-huh.
and then
And
you're
then,
gonna step and
Mhm.
pull down, and then that goes immediately in and out
yeah.
with a turn to the right, and then you continue
Okay,
turning.
yeah. No, I did too much arcing
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
both, and I immediately was like, this isn't it, but I can't recall what it
Yeah.
was. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think the other thing I would point out too is going into single whip. So notice that the arms are rotating and twisting constantly through that movement. So yours had a sense
A little
of
too much.
just side to side.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Any question for you?
No, a couple of moments of.
Yeah, well, but for the most part, your movement was quite good. Your wave hands is very nice.
You're going to do 3 changes? You said 3 changes. Where
Well, I just did it.
Oh, I think of 3 changes. I thought 3 changes.
Oh, it goes clear around.
Keep going, clear round.
I just didn't go to the third one.
Okay. Oh, the whole thing is okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
Good.
We got something there to work on.
Don't we always?
Always.
Thank you, lady.
There's never a week where I go, I got it this week. Don't worry.
Does that ever happen?
Not almost anything.
Well,
All right.
all right.
Up to the bathroom and then
Okay.
I'm going up
Then we're gonna go shovel, maybe or whatever. You can see the full tire though, right? When you got out.
Yeah, it looked like it's.
Well, if
I
it's
mean,
only-
sometimes just a little bit
If
is.
it's 2 pounds, it's not a big deal.
It's not going to be. That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
If it's only a couple
I just-
pounds, we can easily get to
Yeah.
what you need. Yeah.
yeah, basically, you can get home.
You can get home and deal with it. Yeah.
And then I don't have anything scheduled tomorrow. Once I get home, I don't have anything scheduled outside of the house.
Yeah.
Do you have a garage?
Yes.
Or she can do it inside.
Right.
That's better.
But if it's dropped some since, then
Well, that'll be different. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. All right. Huh?
Yeah. Come on.
Almost there, David. There you go.
There it is. I know it's there somewhere. Come on.
No, you're right on it. There we go.
Yeah.